body is made up of microscopic units called cells. Though we cannot see them, trillions of them work together to give us life. These small units are made up of various components known as cell organelles. Let us see what a cell looks like and study its various internal organelles and their functions. Cells in general have three main parts. The first and outermost part is the cell membrane. It is a flexible envelope around the cell. This membrane controls the movement of materials. Only certain substances are allowed to enter and leave the cell. Further, inside the cell, we see the second part called cytoplasm. It is a gel-like liquid which fills up the cell and has all the organelles suspended in it. It is mostly made up of salts and water. Inside the cytoplasm, we see the third part, a large spherical structure called the nucleus. It is the control center for all activities of the cell. The nuclear membrane surrounds and protects the nucleus and has pores in it. Peeping inside the nucleus, through these pores we see a large mass of intertwined thread-like structures. They are made up of nucleic acid called the DNA, which is the blueprint of life. Moving out of the nucleus, we see some small spherical structures called ribosomes, responsible for the formation of proteins in the cell. It is the nucleus which synthesizes and sends out instructions to make these proteins. The ribosomes decode this information and assemble the units required to form proteins. Most of these ribosomes are attached to the endoplasmic reticulum, which is an intricate system of tubes, also called ER. Once the process of protein formation is over, the protein formed moves into the endoplasmic reticulum. It then moves through this system of tubes where it is modified and is eventually taken to another component of the cell called the Golgi body. Here, the protein is modified further and is transformed into an active molecule. Golgi bodies are a series of flat, folded sacs. When some of the proteins are needed by the cell, the Golgi body provides it. At times, some of these proteins may be needed outside the cell. Then they are transported out through the membrane. Simultaneously, some important substances may enter through the protein channels. These substances move inside the cytoplasm and fuse with another cell component known as the lysosome. These lysosomes contain enzymes that digest these nutrient molecules. Another important organelle is the mitochondrion. It is the powerhouse of the cell. It breaks down food material and releases energy for the cell. Let us summarize. Cells in general have three main parts. The first and outermost part is the cell membrane. It is a flexible envelope around the cell. This membrane controls the movement of materials. Further, inside the cell, we see the second part called the cytoplasm. It is a gel-like liquid which fills up the cell and has all the organelles suspended in it. Inside the cytoplasm, we see the third part of a large spherical structure called the nucleus. It is the control center for all activities of the cell. Outside the nucleus, tubular structures of ER, ribosomes and Golgi bodies are seen. The cell gets the energy to work from the mitochondrion.